Hey, kids, you like you like Blood Omen? I do. Let's keep playing it. Uh, but quick save before the end last time, so hopefully we'll be able to just go right back. Awesome. Happy New Year, everyone. Means what it means. New Year, another day. But be happy about it. Anyways.
Victus!
I think this is the way to the actual cave, right? Yeah. Looks familiar enough. Not sure what's going on with those crystals. This is the spell button. Wasn't doing anything to that guy because sun spell. I guess it doesn't do actual damage. I might have to smash those. I swallowed a piece of dust or something.
Hey, Victus!
I did the job. Oh, alright. I looked up the mace. Like in the game's wiki. It doesn't say anything about it doing less damage, nor about you getting less blood. In fact, you're supposed to get more blood out of it. So I guess I'm just stupid. But I'm definitely doing better when I use the sword. Also, when it stuns for longer, apparently. I don't know what's happening. Ah! Piece of dust is still there, and it hurts. God damn. I was gonna unequip the mace, but then I realized that there's probably more crystals in here, and I should keep it equipped, but I already opened the menu.
Iron sword.
God damn. Give me a sec. The water will wash it out. Ah. Yeah, I think that works. Eesh. Both go to the same place. I think this path looks a little less threatening. I'm gonna do that. Turn to a car real quick. had a feeling there'd be fat loots somewhere. That wasn't okay. I didn't take a huge amount of damage, but still. As suspected, I would run into more of these. It's not blocking my path, but it might have a blood vial in it or whatever. I don't think I can change my weapon while I'm a wolf. Seems silly. It's not like the wolf uses the weapon, but for some reason I can't equip it. Alright, that wasn't worth it at all.
Victus!
Don't quite see the point of these doors. They're just decoration. That one had a health upgrade in it. I ran past a few things I thought I might be able to smash in the other room. I just assumed that it wouldn't be anything important, but that was a health upgrade.
Victus! 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 Victus!
Okay, well, Mace definitely doesn't combo as easily. That'll be my excuse for why I prefer the sword.
Victus!
Ouch, ouch. Is that a ghost werewolf? Never thought I'd see the day. The ultimate spook.
Victus! Victus!
Damn, he hit me once. What was that sound? I have something to do with this. Yeah, that's right. Opened up that door. Only those two, though. a loading screen? Sure is. Feels kind of like I'm cheating when I'm just able to see the whole map before I've explored it.
Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor!
But cheating or not, I'd be an idiot if I didn't take advantage of the tools the game gives me. Oof.
Save Victor!
Ah. Something flipped when I walked through that door, I'm not sure what. Did that light turn off? I think so. Damn it. It was gonna hit me, but I didn't think I would be able to damage boost through it. But I guess that's not a thing. And I don't know what told me it was.
Save Victor!
Ghost Wolf. It's almost like they know that the mace is bad. So they just throw all those magic orbs around here so I can just throw lightning at everything instead. Can't be the only one who hates it. Hate's a strong word. It's very lackluster.
Save Victor! Save Victor!
Oh, look at this. I feel like you'd be dead with the sword already.
They Victus!
Where did all that mana come from? I got like one full rune back from that orb, and then I spent most of it on that guy. I look back up and it's almost full. Nice level!
They Victus! They Victus! They Victus!
That's a mana upgrade.
They Victus!
Yeah. Damn it.
They Victus!
There is a lot bigger than I thought. Huh. Ow. But I know these are buttons. Where I just was not. My whole mental map just like self-immolated. Gone. And this is the door. I can tell that. All the other doors are highlighted with a red light. Is that just my monitor, or did everything get really bright all of a sudden? These are ghosts. I've already been. Oh! See, that was where I came from. So, well, I assume I went south then. And I looped all the way around, came back up. Now this door's open, and I can go through that side. Okay. Winds back on itself, but it makes sense. And that's why I can't push that button. Ignore that guy, because we're already in race car mode. don't think the stalagmites have ever given me anything too good. Crystals, on the other hand, they might have something. Yeah, I think that my freaking auto nightlight correction doesn't know what it's doing right now. My screen just got really soft red again. As it should be. What is... I think I see people kissing. And maybe that white stuff is a cloud.
I recognize this crest from my youth. 'Tis the sigil of the mighty lion of Willendorf, blood-stained and rusted upon this battered shield. The shield was newly crafted. Its metal shone brightly in the firelight. The crest, I did not recognize.
Is that a fucking gun? Yeah, that's totally a gun. Very long one.
Its blade still wet with blood.
Like the Zweihander of guns. A rifle with a musket attachment.
Odd. This armor resembled that of the ward and his minions, yet the steel seemed newly fashioned and untarnished by time.
And a holy grail right here. Didn't mean to open that menu.
Hidden amidst the many obscure artifacts in that museum, I discovered an ancient chronicle. This passage caught my eye. It was during these dark times, infested with the plague of the undead, that the Circle brought the Seraphan to existence. Trained to be devoutly loyal to the Circle and the perfect exterminators of the undead scourge, they were led to many victories by the righteous paladin, Malik. They cleansed the vampires with fire and released their souls to more blessed realms. There is no wrath as terrible as that of the righteous. I'd read enough. At once, disgusted and intrigued, I placed the book back down in that museum.
Yeah, an ability. Like some kind of fast movement.
A nobleman, seeking wisdom. Death has taught you well.
Enough philosophy. I seek answers.
Answers indeed. I have them all if you have the questions. And what are the questions for these answers? King Atmar, the only hope to defeat the legions of the Nemesis. King Atmar, paralyzed by his princess's malaise. King Atmar, the useless. Pray, good sir, what are the questions?
A pox upon your tricks and babble, old man. Answer me this. Who is Malik, and how can I defeat him?
All in time, Sirrah. Yes, time. Unless you master it, it will master you. And now it's time for your answer. Malik, defender of the Nine, and last of the Seraphim sorcerer priests. His vanity led to the slaughter of the Circle at the hands of the vampire Vorador. For his failing, his spirit was fused to a hellish set of magical armor. He has allowed no member of the Circle to fall since.
What of this Vorador?
Follow the glow of the Ignis Fatuus to the Termagant Forest.
Ignis Fatuus?
The Ignis Fatuus lights the path to hell, nobleman. Your path. Time, Kain? Next time.
Someone's shooting outside. I don't like that. House is in a relatively isolated area, so if I can hear a gunshot, it's not a good thing. Probably just a hunter, but no. Freaking bow season anyway. They don't.
Through this magic I can stop my enemies in their tracks. Frozen in time, they can do nothing to hinder their own doom. Sometimes I draw out their fate, for the added fear sweetens their blood.
Is that just a statement, or is it a fact? So, if that whole cutscene at the beginning of the game was Malik being fused with his armor, why'd they show it to us? I think it would have been better placed, you know, right there. Didn't really have any context otherwise. Like, nobody mentions that vampire attack at any point beforehand. Any point after. I'm rambling.
Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor!
Probably should have tried my new spell while I was getting my ass beat on there, but I see. It freezes them entirely. So it's like a better version of the stun. Or better subjective. It doesn't put them in feeding stance, but for monsters that can't get stunned by that spell, it has the same effect pretty much.
Save Victus! Save Victus! Save Victus! Save Victus!
I think I'm ready to unequip this mace. I don't think I'm gonna see anything else on out of the cave. Act 2, Good Old Sword.
Iron Sword. The axes.
The axes are cool, I just wish you could use magic. At least give me the ability to throw the axes. You're gonna take away my magic, right?
May Victus!
I see. Bugged out until the spell ended. I can chop
The
these
axes.
down. Touch ring. Oof. What is that? Plant shooting hills. I don't think I can shred.
The heart of darkness.
I don't think I hit that friggin' thing once. The building, water, like, don't really do much about it. I could man run across it. It's not that huge. Probably wants me to go to the right first, but I'm gonna check out that tower. Bushtenheim. That.
When in mist form, I am invulnerable to physical weapons, blade and claw. I can seep through locked doors and cracks and move swiftly like a shadow fleeing light.
It's probably a transformation. There you go. Doesn't feel like I'm moving any faster. Just moving. I'm guessing that door off to the side was just a save point. What? Those fans? They're not moving. Magnets? Ow, 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 ow. Those aren't physical weapons. What is tutorial? Okay, shield spell exists. I can't cast it because that axe is out. And I have to open up a menu.
Iron sword.
Fire me.
The heart of darkness.
Maybe it was that sand? I could be looking too much into it, but sand has salt in it, yeah. Salt keeps evil spirits away. Hurts them. So, yeah. Down there. And I just do not want to do that. I have to wait for my mana to regenerate because I apparently blew it all in the shield. Go back in here and check on from burning out. Knew that would
The
happen.
heart of darkness.
Ow.
The heart of darkness.
I miss the good old days where there were prisoners on every wall. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that'd work. It might be stairs going above. Surely a door there, I'm just not sure which direction it's coming from. Right, I have to wait for a man to come back again. Been nice if they just, you know, left a few orbs here for me. I might be able to walk across, actually. Scary looking, I'd rather be safe. There's a man over there. How nice of him. Hey, prisoners on the walls. Has to be fans, right? Those are ghosts. I don't suppose they can hurt me because they're dead. Yeah, that put me back in the beginning. I have to go back in there to figure out how to get those upgrades. Was in fact just a save room. Oh, quick save. Eh. Don't let me through that door. Thinking we might have to reload. The last save point wasn't super far from here. I just wish I used the one at the beginning of this place.
The axes.
Shit. Hmm. So I think that I'm supposed to believe I'm going through
Iron
those
sword.
holes on the sides of the door, and those were covered up with like a sheet of tinfoil when I came back last time. Everyone knows tin is what hurts. Tin and aluminum. I don't know which foil it is. Maybe it's an alloy. I hear people say both still.
When in mist form, I am invulnerable to physical weapons, blade and claw. I can seep through locked
Anyways, it
doors
harms low-level vampires.
shadow fleeing
Of
light.
course it does. Not just silver. So there is cracks on that. I might be able to bust it down.
The heart of darkness.
This right here. To unmystify.
Spiked mace.
Not doing anything. X's? Worth a shot.
Iron sword. Inspire hate.
I've never used lightning to knock down a wall before, so I don't think that's gonna work. Wait a minute. Cracks. Might be able to misty through them. That would be in line with the tutorial. Hell yeah. That should have been obvious, but it wasn't. I was able to deduce that was the secret door at least. The respawn of darkness. Hey! Hey! Bastard. Blood just went everywhere but my mouth. I'll make him pass those freaking shitty plants a lot easier. I also might be able to cross the water with that. I think I'm still gonna check out what's on the right, but seeing that I just got this, it probably wants me to go across that lake. Those might be magical thorns. Oh, it's just a fast travel point. Not necessarily complaining, but so far the game seems pretty linear. I don't really see any reason to go back to older areas at the moment. This isn't like a Metroid game where I see an obstacle that I obviously need an ability to get through. Trees are pretty ambiguous, so I might have a few of those lying around. otherwise, I can't think of anything like a smashy rock or even real tree obstacles that I can make use of my new tools. Nothing over here. The sentient cloud of goo. Is this worth it?
The
To
axis.
think through the slow menu so I can get one throwing weapon that I don't use that often. Hey, it's music. I missed you. Cha. Oof, oof. Possible upgrade cave right there. There's a crack in the wall over there. I can probably slip through that building. Another possible upgrade cave. The swamp juice is still hurting me.
The heart of darkness.
Ah, shit. Shit.
The blood of ages flows so sweet.
Better make me immune to that
Come
shit.
drink from us. Your strength has increased, for our blood enhances.
I'll take it. Damage increase. Not gonna help me get through this goddamn swamp, but useful. I'm sure there's a nice path you can just walk down. I'm really looking at. Yeah, it's just to get to this cave that I can go off the beaten path. That might be the way forward. Not sure. We're gonna head back upwards into somewhat long patch so we can regen mana in peace. Somewhat peace. Gonna deal with these fuckers. Swear to God, I'm just trying to do a spin move. It's not happening.
The Heart of Darkness.
Hey, Victor!
Do not like this area. It'd be a lot nicer if I didn't have to wait for my mana. But I do, and I don't like that. I do have an item that gives me...
Of putrid energy bank.
I believe this is it.
Energy bank. When
So this item should give me infinite mana for a little bit. But when it runs out, I'll be back to 0. Health potion. Run, 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 run. Made it. Made it. I should have drank him. Whoops. Ominous whispering in the soundtrack.
The Heart of Darkness.
It's actually just quicksand. Water in it. Oh.
This spell allows me to use blood from my own body as a weapon. When struck, my enemy's blood would flow from their bodies to fill me with life. 'Tis a risk, yet the rewards are a temptation.
Ah. I see, I see. Whoops. Man. It's more mana. Yep. It's useful. I feel like if I'm using my blood as the weapon, I shouldn't have to spend mana on it. Probably a balancing thing. It probably auto kills. The here? Werewolf, that's how I get across. I don't know why I was forgetting that I could jump. Ow. I guess the gold orb's a full refill. Oh, he's not dead. That's just super expensive.
The Heart of Darkness.
Skullboy. They bleed black. Poison.
The Heart of Darkness.
I should probably see how the monster blood works on me then. The green stuff.
The Heart of Darkness.
The heart. Darkness. They're maybe able to jump across. Seems a bit long. Knock it off. Knock.
The Heart of Darkness.
Go. Okay, maybe if I kill the guy, a platform will appear. No coming back from that one. Oh, it's black. I'm gonna call the black blood demon blood. And the green stuff will be monster blood. Blue stuff is ghost blood. simple enough system. And to see the effects of the green. Probably poison. It makes sense to me. Like, it's not just straight HP down, it happens over time, but it still hurts you. I haven't really seen any other source of poisoning. I don't know why I thought it was a mist form.
Of darkness.
There might be something under that bridge, but we've already committed. Get the Fizzy Yuck out of here. Right. I don't think I ever went in the cave, did I? I feel like right about there is where I used my mana battery thing. Walked right by the cave. Watch it have the exact thing I want. A brain. I'll save afterwards. It'll be fun. Actually, what? So, with the exception of using this for a long-ranged life suck, this is less expensive. And I guess that counts as long range. Never mind. Upgrade on each side.
This spell allows me to enslave my enemies, giving me control of their bodies. When I release my grip, their bodies will shrivel and die as I displace their souls and replace them with my own.
I see. So what you're saying is I fucked up. They have to be human, right? Yeah, I fucked up.
This spell allows me to enslave my enemies, giving me control of their bodies. When I release my grip, their bodies will shrivel and die as I displace their souls and replace them with my own.
Did it really have to load there? Owie. He wasn't supposed to follow me. So now I actually have to take care of this guy. He'll be back, maybe. We'll see what can be done over here first. Guys all one-hit each other, which means they're way stronger than me. Mats, he's not coming back. It is frustrating. Maybe I'd be better off killing two of them. Keeping the one guy that I need and being careful.
This spell allows me to enslave my enemies, giving me control of their bodies. When I release my grip, their bodies will shrivel and die as I displace their souls and replace them with my own.
The transition from Kain to the enemy is smooth, but then it just loads when you leave. And I think that's so weird. Alright, now we quick save scum. That's why we save scummed. Why am I having so much trouble with this? I got through it the first time. The first time. Now I just have to not get hit by a freaking skeleton. Do not hit me, freaking skeleton. Hell yeah. Run, run, run. Yeah. You did it. That was terrible. What do you mean I'm out of Hearts of Darkness? Holy shit, I'm out! Does it maybe eat them when I die as these guys? No. Okay, it's a use for it, but I didn't need to use my thing at all to do that. What did that button I pushed do? To let me out? Just leave now? Yeah. Well, that was fucking something. There has to be a forge that makes the hearts for me. I'll go visit that thing 80 billion times. I walked past the load zone. I don't need that though. I don't use those. I've never been poisoned in my life.
For me, and these artifacts will be yours.
No. I don't want them. I might be able to go right. Not sure. That is sword. Want that. What was the point of... I think there's a door in there. That's a monster. Sure, those mean something. I only have one guy stunned at once. What's this, an owl? Looks like a woman that's just leaning inward to scratch my eyes out. Were these always here? There's too many symbols for there to be an actual pattern to this, right? How I feel. It's a fire sword. It means it's OP. As you know, in the hardest game ever made, Dark Souls, nothing resists fire. Well, things do, but only bitch fire, not pyromancy. Ah! Hang on. That is like a reversed R? That symbol? Ah, shit, they're all the same. Maybe I want to light everything that isn't that. Hinted at by the fact that they're green and not red. Hell yeah.
The sword ravages flesh with teeth of metal and flame, leaving only scorched remains. Flame sword.
They tried so hard. It freaking lights up a square area.
They picked us!
They just couldn't afford to use a circle. That's beautiful. Gonna assume that's the quicksand stuff. Not bother touching it. Well, swamp was a pain in the ass to get through. But at least it was Upgrade City. Its only redeeming factor. As those green flame torches are pretty cool too, I guess. Everything else about it though. Fuck the swamp. Oh, there's some mansion at the end of this. Like, finally get a second relic there. Onward.
The Heart of Darkness.
Just stand there, run, game. My best bet is probably just wait for my mana to come back. I have a couple more mana banks, but they're kind of rare. If the end boss of this game turns out to be like bullshit, I bet I can just pop one of those and throw a fuck ton of lightning at it and call it a day. So I'd like to have that strategy available to me. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to light fires in swamps, because there's like a lot of flammable gas in the air. So technically, if this were to happen, I'd blow up. Man, I'm regenerating so slow! Fuck it, we're going for it. I don't remember what the fat loots down there were. They're probably not very fat. I think one of them was a wild card. It's only theoretically good.
The Heart of Darkness.
Pistol training. Okay, they have a ton of mana banks just scattered around here because they know you're gonna have issues. You know what I should be using? These fucking things.
Strange that Vorador would choose a dwelling so perilous to him. The swamp could only offer a vampire hazard and pain.
Well, that's why nobody would look for a vampire in one. Game. a lot I can do about that. Be able to sneak up onto that platform and kill him. Shit. I swear I had way more hearts and they just disappeared on me. Not way more, but like 5 at least. Probably just because the swamp's a bitch to navigate. Chances of survival literally doubled. As soon as I uncover a fast travel point, I'm gonna go heal, I guess. Dead. Alright, let's use a freaking mana bank. They're here for.
Vorador's keep was hidden deep within the turbulent forest, nestled among vines and creepers that clung desperately to its dark, weathered stone.
Oh, I just, you know, died somewhere during that dialogue. Once I get to that main stretch, I can turn off my thing and kill that guy. Rats! I don't understand what hurt me. I'm supposed to take damage when the mana bank runs out. Eh? Alright, what do the freaking wild cards do? Can I pick the Heart of Darkness? Because I would love that.
The Pentalich of Tarot. The Pentalich of Tarot. A medley of death and evisceration. Let fate choose my enemy's demise.
Sound like it.
These
I don't understand. What is killing me? Not triggering at a specific time, so I don't think it's the mana bank. What is it then? I don't see friggin' landmines anywhere. I don't know why I didn't. Rather than waiting for my mana to come back, we're gonna look at the map. And, you know, just reconfirm that I can't fast travel back. Quicker than leaving the menu. Alright, I'm gonna wait for my mana to come back. It might be the freaking mana bank. The only reasonable explanation, and I still think it's bullshit. I think I get it. So... the swamp is killing me. It's just in the air. I'm taking constant damage over time. Which means I should stop wasting our time and get the fuck out of here. And I'll come back with something yummy. Where's first town at? No, it's freaking south, but how do I navigate this goddamn map? Yama! Just want that middle one right in between these two. Who thought that was okay? We're not risking it for the first one. He wants to see me wrestle a map again. So with the mace equipped, I should be able to get him without having to wait for mana regenerate. Of course, it would have regenerated by now if I just waited. But that's a lesson we're learning the hard way. Those are the only lessons that get nailed into you. I think I'm poisoned. I think I didn't have to come back and heal at all. And I just have poison on me. And maybe I should have given that guy my blood. wish there was some indicator that that's the case, because there's not.
Antitoxin.
How am I supposed to know that I'm poisoned?
Antitoxin.
Unless it's the sun that's doing it to me. That would suck just as much. It is. It's the sun. And that means maybe I should go back to my sanctuary. I don't think there's anything that can heal me there, but there's some easy enemies nearby it.
The sanctuary spell enables me to travel.
This isn't even the swamp's fault, and my hatred for the swamp is still growing. Casting Sanctuary instantly refilled half my health. We're still gonna fill up the rest of it, but boy, was this a shit show or what? Good to know if a one-hitted guy is fucking dead. Probably like secret credits or something. Flame Sword's gonna kill, then I shouldn't use it.
Spiked mace.
If we put you down once, we could do it again.
So I guess a more powerful vampire like me
Their sneering faces
could probably
were
just
ever
use his
etched upon
blood
my
suck
memory.
spell instead of
I had crossed death for this moment.
risking his
My
life.
mind was empty save for one thought.
The
I
weapon.
would kill.
So I worse the way it does.
There is no greater release than that from vengeance sated. With my assassins dead, my quest was over.
Okay, that worked. Now we have to run through the swamp without getting murdered, which won't happen, but that's all we can do. There's no way to farm Hearts of Darkness. That I know of. We are going to be careful, Metal Gear boys. I guess the sun damage is just so negligible that I didn't think it was even real. I'll give the game points for it. Even though it's ruined my life at this point. Wonder how the fire sword fares against a tree. Doesn't cut it down. It's nice that they don't come back after they get burned. It's useful. Okay. Mana Bank, where you at? Use it and hope that it doesn't run out. It will. It absolutely will. Oh, good old sun went away finally. What a nice guy. Definitely not rubbing it in or anything. The swamps are a good justification for safe scumming. Swamps and an occasional bullshit puzzle like that mind control one. So I know Kain looks more ugly like this guy does later games, so maybe I'm gonna get like a full vampire body upgrade from killing this guy.
The luxury with which this Vorador surrounded himself was impressive. His wealth would shame the haughty nobles of my former court. That this vulgar display of fortune remained undisturbed was a testament of fear's dominion over greed. Their charms were almost visible through the gauze of their clothing, yet beauty such as theirs delivered only death. For these were Vorador's pets, nothing more than beasts, slave to his will and the easy prey he provided. Vampires, all of them, held in thrall by one stronger still.
So those are vampires, huh? Maybe a Bruxa? Mist form should take care of this. That wasn't a good place to transform. He's gonna hit me. And he didn't. What a guy. And they just kept all the blood hidden until the dungeon, and I just couldn't hold out long enough to get to it.
Vorador's pantry, a vampire's feast. Like cattle awaiting slaughter, men and women dangled from the rusted hooks upon the dungeon walls. Blood and viscera frosted the dirt and stone. The abundance nearly overwhelmed me, for blood is the life.
That's new armor.
My enemies are quite vicious, and the Chaos armor extracts from them a heavy price for their bloodlust. The blows are meant for me, but it is their bodies that carry the wounds.
Reflects some of the damage I take. I don't understand what the bone armor did if it wasn't just a straight defense upgrade. Mind control. Oh. I guess I could just have jumped across that. Christ. Go, 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 go. Aw, man, I'm accidentally save sculling.
My enemies are quite vicious.
I didn't mean to do that.
Extracts from them a heavy price for their bloodlust. The blows are meant for me, but it is their bodies that carry the wounds.
Glad I did, but I didn't mean it.
Chaos armor.
Just a bad habit from walking through the swamp. It'll go away. Sure. You know, unless the game somehow gets harder. Then it might come back full force. I'll just run through. I'll just run through. Got hit once. Give me that sweet juice. Should I possess her? Or did the wolf maybe jump out of here? I think I need to possess her. Yes, I did save Scum because she's pedestrian and she might die. I don't think I'd be able to easily attack any of these guys, so I'm just gonna walk through, take all the hits. That looks useful, whatever it is.
Oh, to bathe in the blood of others. This spell is especially useful in the face of multiple combatants. Beware those with tainted blood.
Does it just suck everything around me? Ah, that's hot. That's a hot spell. Probably supposed to use it from the center of the room.
The room I had entered had but one purpose: the torture and execution of human beings for the sadistic pleasure of its engineer. Blood was splattered on every surface. The dread and agony of victims past still echoed through the lethal walls. A symphony of terror and agony filled the air. Then, from amidst the cacophony of screaming souls came the perverse laughter of the vampire himself. And upon the wall, scribbled in blood, were the words, "Manus Celer die." Amongst Vorador's possessions, I found an ancient chronicle. Long ago, vampires grew in such number so as to capture the attention of the Circle. The Order of the Sarafan, or the Angels of Light as they were called, was instated to counter the menace. Thus, the vampire purge began.
I have to re-equip the mind control. I wish I was able to put it in the middle slot, but I can't.
Energy bolt. Repel. Light. Repel. Inspire hate.
I guess the AoE suck is more useful
Blood shower. Blood shower.
than the stun,
Blood shower.
maybe.
Incapacitate. Stun. Stun.
Did I come here for the brain?
Control mind.
Control mind, not to be confused with mind control. This is magic, and, you know, not stupidity.
The tapestries wove a tale of chaos ignited, an orgy of fire and pain. Undead beings with rotted skins caked with sulfur and ash beckoned at me through a burning abyss. Their tortured stares were a testimonial to the price of weakness. Their fate would not find me. Yet blood calls to blood.
Oh, he's shooting shit. This is probably the boss room. Oh, you're definitely able to tell it was a vampire's home. I'll take it. I guess the last place was also kind of thematic and it belonged to a vampire hunter, so he made sure there was no blood anywhere. It was all just autonomous armor and traps guarding his castle. Cutscene.
In the bowels of that black forest, I found something worse than hell. A vision of what I was becoming.
It's not often I see one of our own, especially one as young and foolish as yourself. Nonetheless, drink. Drink deep and indulge your gift.
Gift? Vorador thought my curse a blessing. That we were gods. That mortals offered their blood as sacrifice so that we could enjoy our supernatural powers. And somewhere, deep inside my new self, I knew that he was right. That mortal dreams were prayers. Prayers to us, begging us for power. I pondered this as the decadent old fool prattled on about his past. A boorish account of how he defeated Malek of the Sarafan and took his vengeance upon the Circle of Nine for supporting the Sarafan holy war to exterminate us.
Call your dogs! They can feast on your corpses!
So they're literally showing us the beginning cutscene, but now it has dialogue. Why couldn't they just show it here only? Now it just seems so out of place.
After slaughtering 6 of the sheep, I defeated their pathetic little shepherd, Malek. Since then, our kind has not bothered with the cattle, except to feed. And I suggest you do the same. Meddling with the affairs of man can do us no good. Sarafan witch hunts are much too tedious to concern ourselves with. Am I understood, Kain? Good. Take this ring. If you ever need assistance, it will summon you. Despite your youthful arrogance, you amuse me, Kain. It would be such a pity to lose you to the abyss. Now be gone!
So he's not a boss. Okay. We made a friend, and I guess we're starting to come to terms with being a vampire. He recognizes the power that's given him. Starting to not view it as a curse.
Only strengthened my resolve. His power uncontested by mortals, he had fallen to another enemy. Decadence has claimed itself many a great warrior. Vorador's signet ring. Turning the ring over in my hands, I realized that it was crafted from some strange alloy formed from broken teeth, ground down and soaked in blood.
Ooh. Doesn't look anything like the ring in the cutscene, but still pretty sick. What did I just pick up? Awful specific card for a piece of dialogue. Probably the ring. I guess Kain doesn't respect him. Still. Oops.
Oh, please, help me, myself!
Don't be mad I'm taking all his food, right? How do I get up there? Clearly a locked door. But how do I get? See no way to go near. This probably takes me outside. So I might have to go back. I think I save scum. Yeah. Where the hell is this? Would be here-ish, right? down there. Never went through that door on the right. How do I get over there, though? No.
Please, help me, kind sir!
There's a door up here. I'm not really sure how to get over there still. No. Did I go north here? Nothing useful. Unless it's a heart of darkness, I don't want it. Right. Still have options. I bet I can break that obelisk.
Spiked mace. Ve Victus! Ve Victus!
Damn it. looking for buttons. Oh, that shit don't do none. Ay. Yeah. What's this place called? World map. Vorador's mansion. Last room. Magic. Raid. Hmm. It sounds like there's a crack in a wall somewhere. And I'm supposed to use my mist form on that. But I have not noticed it. Says it's somewhere in Vorador's room. Holy shit, I can change this. Interesting. Rebindable controls on a console game is unheard of. Picking control scheme, yes. The actual rebinding. Well, that's a switch. These are items. Well. Ooh, that's water. Well, there's that, but how do I get up there? Ah! Presumably this is the same as the other one over here. Why am I dying? I'm inside! Well, those are items. Not quite the wall crack I was looking for, I don't think. But I did... I remember the words lever or switch near a book. That's what I'm gonna look for. I don't think any more actual progress will be made today. Once I clear out this place, I'll probably finish. Anyone cares? Hope that was worth it. I don't think it was. Really, I can't just walk back. These curtains don't move aside.
please! Help me, kind sir!
Suppose any of these cracks mean anything. Don't look like it, no. So I didn't mention anything about secrets after Vordo's room, which means however I get to this is definitely from around here. That much I can be certain of. Okay, here's the book. So that should have opened up a path somewhere. Not sure where. South. And to repossess this guy. I don't think I'm gonna find whatever gets me to that door up here. Because I'm technically 2 floors above that. But I'm definitely gonna go up to every freaking curtain I see now.
And upon the wall, scribbled in blood, were the words, Manus Celer die.
I don't know what that means. So I just realized that that big strip of red in the middle is going over that floor, and I've been fixated on it for nothing, really. Because it's probably one of the first rooms that I went through. It's totally irrelevant. We'll have to pull that walkthrough back up, though. Days. File. Room. Items if you need them. More for the book on the pedestal. There's a wall switch. Northwest of that room, and northeast part of the room, and float through a crack by a curtain. Next section, grab some more. Now it's next to activate the bat beacon. He specifies the health files, but not the magic things, I don't think. This one says something about glyph. Use control mind, press the knife throwing human in the north, access some spikes. The wall switch in order to kill him using X. And go west, new section for a bunch of items here, as well as a wolf. That one go through the gate to the east, new section contains back. This might be very early in the dungeon. So I think I'm just gonna leave, save, see if I can travel back here. Because I don't want to walk back. I probably won't even make the trip. However, there is another secret I can grab. I don't know, the northwest corner of a room after doing this. Probably the secret room. That's northeast. There we go. Gives another secret for me to access out. Actually, they're vampires. I think I could get blood from them. Oh my god, those are Hearts of Darkness. This is all worth it. This is all worth it. I'll cherish these. actually. Chumps. So there should be a fast travel point nearby, and after I activate that, we'll see if I can fly back to the mansion. And I might be able to get that glyph. The Swords of Darkness really did make the whole thing worth it, though.
And so I left that place, with clear knowledge of what sort of monster I would become if I let my curse consume me, and with an ally for the future.
Seems like the way forward, right? Oh wait, probably right up there.
A triad congregates at the roof of the world, Kain. A plot to twist the land, to shape the world. North is where your vengeance lies.
What is that? Sure, it'll all be clear when I fast travel there. Okay. So it said the glyph was pretty close to the first save point, which means literally the beginning of the dungeon. Oh. Shit. Damn it. Well, I might go and retrieve it off camera, but I definitely want to take a break now. So, not sure if we saved yet. I know it would have happened just a second ago, but I need to make sure. Also, I should put the flame sword back on before I have to go through another friggin' menu.
Flame sword.
Well, a lot of stuff was pretty frustrating this episode. Mostly navigating the swamp, but that glyph is stressing me out a bit too. It's not such a big deal because you get such small increments. I'm sure it's not going to matter if I don't have it completely maxed by the end. But I still want it. Bugging me. I'll pick this up tomorrow or something. We'll see y'all then.